You answer my phone calls?
It been a lot going on with my family. I'll tell you about it.
Okay, okay.
You know, I listen and I listen.
Listen now, hold on. Let me get my backpack. Wow, go ahead.
It's called, when it comes to that topic you mentioned, it's called choice and attraction. Because let's be honest, when a person is attracted to somebody, they're gonna deal with everything. That woman gonna do whatever for that man gonna do for whatever for that woman. It ain't about no money. Mm-hmm. When it comes to choice, people pick and choose what they want to deal with. I feel that when men and women meet each other before they have anything, they first looking at each other physically, right? Mm-hmm. And then let's say this person goes to school, this person goes to school, this person gets some degrees, this person makes some money. Then it becomes about that. I think it's unfortunate that a lot of men and women in this day and age count their accolades, and that is important. But at the end of the day, if somebody got the same thing you have, y'all gonna constantly argue back and forth about who got this, who got that. I feel like it's a total disconnect when it comes to black men and black women. It's just a total disconnect. It's an argument about money. It's an argument about looks. It's just horrible. It's so bad when you look at it and say, wow, why can't we get along? Why can't we just get along with each other? Sometimes black women could be masculine and aggressive. They can. And sometimes black men could be a bit feminine. But we have to look at the reason why we are like that. We got to look at the whole reason why we are like that. Like he said, the 50s and 60s, black people knew that's all we had. All we had was each other. We had to tell each other we was beautiful. We had to tell each other that you're strong, because the other people thought we were stupid. They thought we were ugly. They still think that about us. And this is how many years later. They think all the ugly things about us, but we say it to each other. Mm-hmm. We say all the ugly things about each other. You know, you have a man who is, okay, like far as men, a man will take care of a woman, provide everything if she look good enough. Look at them rappers. Them women, they don't know the woman from a can of paint, but they look good because men are visual. It's good to have this beautiful woman on my arm. And that's what it comes to. Some women will look at the men that I'm sure Chris here was a correctional officer. A lot of them guys that was in prison and had shit. But a lot of the women was holding them down, because that goes off choice. They choose to be there. You have women who would put their kids out for a man. You have some that's like that. You have women will say F their whole family for a man. So everything is choice and attraction. I feel that when it comes to, like I always hear the topic about the separation of the black family, how black women, you know, they feel like independent. I'm going to say this. If a black man and a black woman work right, they can take their money and pay everything themselves. But you know, and I know a lot of times they don't want to do that, because we as black people, we can pay a lot of things together. We can afford a lot of things. It's just we choose to do other things with our money. You know, we can pay our rent together, our light, our gas. We can live comfortably together, but we're so separate. We're so separate. And like Val said, you don't have to tell a man to be a man. A man knows he's a man. A woman knows she's a man. When they meet each other, they don't have to tell each other what we need to do, what we have to do. We already know. That's like, you know, to tie your shoe when the shoe is unlaced. You know these things. A lot of us pick wrong. I'm just going to be honest. I have done it too. We pick wrong because what happens is we meet somebody and we fall in love with the representative. We meet this person and they seem to be what we think they are, because they telling us, you know, they probably being nice and all that. And then they unravel, but we done got so attached to them. Now we kind of feel like we stuck with them until we really get tired. Now you have people who go years and years with this. Me, nah. I give it a couple months. After a while, back. But we have to be feminine too, as women, as black women. We don't always have to walk around with the sign that says I'm strong. We can be vulnerable a lot. We need to be vulnerable. We don't have to walk around and feel we have to prove our love and who we are by the degrees we have, by the nice clothes we have. We don't have to do all that. Knowing who we are is going to get us through a life. But you know, a lot of us don't know who we are.
Let me say one thing. Let me help you out on that. I agree with everything you said. Men don't care about women degrees. They don't care about your car. They don't care about none of that. That's all. Go ahead.
Nah, you know that because I'm sure you think the woman who got all this going on, you think the guy sleep with a woman with a blow-up bed. That's how you know they do not care.
Yeah.
A man don't want to hear, or a woman don't want to hear a person keep bragging about what they have, because you know we was always taught, if you always got to boast about what you have because you ain't used to nothing. That's what I was taught when I was a kid.
I was taught too. That's what
so it's like, if you had these things, I'm happy for you. But we all know that all the things we have, we cannot take nothing with us. We can have them now and celebrate it, but when we leave, we cannot take anything. If you get sick today or tomorrow, that stuff does not matter. You have to find somebody that likes to talk to you, that likes you on a lot of, you like you in every way. But if it's things that you got shortcomings on, he will work with you or she will work with you. It's not always about looks, because you know, and I know, as you get older, things fade, they droop, they don't work. Certain things, our appearance change as we get older. It's about that person want to be around us and talk to us and laugh with us. On your platform, everybody does have a difference of opinion about certain things. Now, some of the stuff be funny, but I will never sit there and disrespect anybody. I might crack a joke, but that's it. I think that it's just a total disconnect with Black men and Black women. You see it on social media. You have women say, I don't want a guy, he got to get this bag, he got to get this money. But then you look at her kid's father and you say, well, what was his bags? Where was his money? When you get a certain level in life, then you have this mindset, but really they thinking your past is your past. It's going to always be there. You know, so it's like you can't, then when you get a certain age, let's say if a woman was in her 20s, dating drug dealers or nothing guys, then she get 45 and she said, I want this type of man. A lot of the guys that might know her, they're going to say, well, I remember she was dealing with him. That's going to follow. And then by the time she get that age, the man she's looking for, he does not exist. Because 9 times out of 10, he's married, or he might want something younger, or he might have somebody. It's like sometimes we are chasing the unattainable. You know, everybody wants somebody that don't want them sometimes. That just really, I think that's the time we're living in. Everybody wants somebody that does not want them. You know, they want to friend zone the person who might want them, but the person they want to friend zone them. And so it's like we're going to constantly be at battle. It's going to be a constant, well, you know, you too masculine, or well, you too feminine, or I'm a Black queen, or I'm a Black king. You know these things. You don't need to tell somebody these things about you. If you know yourself, you know who you are. You ain't got to do all that. And so they need to, it's going to always be a disconnect. It's going to be a disconnect.
Okay. Can I ask you a question as being a young woman?
Sure.
What you said, 39?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You right there. Listen.
I'll be 40 on Tuesday.
All right, girl. Maybe you take me out to McDonald's.
The fry, the drink, or the burger.
Listen, I want to ask you a question. Now, what you displayed today, you and Vera, Leslie, y'all displayed feminine energy. I felt your energy. It's like you made your point. You talked. Vera made a point. Leslie made a point. And it wasn't no aggression, you know, just, you know, it was that feminine energy. I'm talking about men now. We are attracted to feminine energy. That's what we That masculine energy is like a turnoff.
I think what it is, a woman supposed to be soft. She supposed to be like honey. She supposed to melt in that man's hand.
Right.
If a man wants something masculine, he can be with another man.
Yeah.
I think sometimes some women, depending on what they've been through in their life, maybe they always had to hold a certain aggression because they've been through some things. Everybody has been through different things. Everybody's life is different, but at a certain age and through our experiences of who we deal with, as far as men, we learn to dwindle down a little bit. You have to, because you don't want to keep running people away from being, oh, this up in his face. You can get your point across and you can talk in a feminine way and still get everything you need to say across. But if you don't, a lot of men are going to be turned off, because looks, like I say, looks change. We all getting older, things change. So it ain't about that. It's about company.
They ain't got that body when they back in high school in their 20s.
Yeah, they got the BBL. You know, they go get that done, but you know that thing down there is what it is. If it's malice, it is what it is.
Yeah, that is so true. So you know, I mean, we learning from each other. These these are adult conversations. This is not for no children. We talk adults. That's what I'm telling you. So we might say things that might be, you know, whatever, but this is adult talk. And I love conversation, you know what I'm saying?
Me too.
Guys come on here and share. Well, this is what, Martin, you always have the same people. The same people keep coming on here. So I
think what it is,
some
people don't like to talk. Some people, when they talk, they don't have, they sometimes don't know what they're saying. They just be talking and talking and talking. That some cannot comprehend. You know, it's important to be able to speak on certain subjects and know about those subjects you're speaking on. And then sometimes people go off left field, but you have to know what you're talking about. And as far as like in the comments, you got to be able to take some type of constructive criticism, because everybody is not going to agree with what you say. But I wouldn't take offense to it. I just say, okay, thank you, I appreciate it, because everybody sees us differently. Everybody looks at us differently. Like what I'm saying, some people might like, some might dislike. But at the end of the day, it's all about respect. And I'm not going to take offense, because an opinion is like an asshole. Everybody has one. And that's just how life goes. Life is full of opinions. Unless that person knows you personally, or unless you told this person something about you that's facts. Yep.
Oh, that's it?
That's it. But I'm going to let you know when you get off here, I'm going to let you know what's going on.
Okay. All right.
All right.